My name is Chip Hauss, and I work for the Alliance for Peacebuilding. I serve as government liaison. We are an umbrella organization, or in other places I would call us a trade association, for about 70 conflict resolution NGOs. Almost all of them are based in the U.S. Working with the military was not something I ever thought about until 1983, when I first got into the business of conflict resolution and met some people from the War College at a conference at Harvard. We actually lived together. And I brought them to my campus at the time, and it was eye-opening. One of the things that came out of this conference here that I was just at is that we cannot settle a conflict without the resources that the military can bring. And we also the military can't do its job without the resources that we bring. What I learned new is something I had actually begun to know over the 10 years I worked with the military. And that is that while we have inched toward working with the military has moved much faster and further than we have. We talked at this conference a lot about whole of government and even whole of society and even multinational whole of society initiatives. And I think one of the things we need to do is to get that off the ground in a much more rigorous way than we have so far. And I think that means getting not just the military, but all of U.S. government more aware of what we can contribute. And so I would make the interactions we've had here much more routine. But I think the reason we need to cooperate in some form or other with each other is that we have very different skill sets, mentalities, and almost everything else that are additive, and also all of them are necessary. In my own paper, I tried to define transition very simply. You start with a way of dealing, a way of thinking, a way of acting that isn't working. Second, you make a wrenching shift and you realize that you can't go on the way you have. And you have to think creatively outside the box in our cliches. And that's very hard to do. You have to develop a new way of acting, a new way of thinking, and implement it. Now that's not just at the 30,000 foot level, that's at the 30,000 mile level. But to me, that's what a transition is. As Albert Einstein once put it, you can never solve a problem on the same level you created it.